I'm going to let this play run and then talk about some of the pass game concepts to either side, a little bit about the coverages that the Bills are playing. It's important, I think, to talk about the coverage that the Bills are playing here. This looks to me like what Saban calls clamp, what most people call two read. Safety with his attention to the number 2 receiver. Corner reading through number 2. And these two routes cross, which creates a one-on-one matchup with the corner. As Mark, within his first 5 yards of his route, crosses and runs out, he becomes this corner's responsibility in man. Mark is going to run what is called a stick nod, sell this stick route, get upfield. The helmet is key here, as well as the turn downfield slightly. You can see him get open. Again, this post route being run holds the safety. The safety's job is to take 2 vertical, and if 2 is out, which is Mark's route, he's got 1 vertical. Again, this post route creates a one-on-one matchup. This is a favorable matchup for the Ravens. Lamar just misses the throw. I believe that the stick nod is what the Ravens want here all along. And pre-snap, he's clearly reading, that is the quarterback is clearly reading this safety. I think based on leverage depth, he's identifying this as 2 read to that side or potentially 2 read, which is a good thing. He understands this as a box coverage against this 3 receiver side. We did have Ricard aligned in a wing. We'll talk about the pass game concept to this side in a moment. Once 2 runs out, you can see the defender, I think this is Milano, reading Andrews' route. His job as linebacker is now hooked to flat. There's no route to the flat, so you can see him getting under this post, reading the QB's intentions. To this side, you can see a good bit of attention being paid to the middle of the field. Nice little tandem of Bateman, Likely. I like how Likely comes off the ball, kind of replaces the feet of this defender, and then we get what's called a spot concept to this side. I think of it as more of spot dig. As you see Likely run a dig, I think Bateman should drift here away from this inside leverage of this defender, and to open up a little bit more of a window for this dig coming across that Likely runs. So I'd call this concept spot dig to this side. Spot concept entails alongside of this hitch that Bateman runs, a flat route, usually earlier in the route. This is a later release after protection. So in terms of what we're calling the routes, we've got Mark Andrews running stick nod on the outside, a post route, a little juke to the corner right there. We've got a spot dig concept. Bottom of our screen, Likely runs the dig after running up on the feet of this defender, trying to open up this hitch, and you've got the flat route run by Ricard. And I do think he's reading the leverage and depth of this safety pre-snap and identifying this as 2 read, which is a good sign, and waiting on these post-snap confirmations and this check that the post does in fact hold, and then he knows he's got the one-on-one. There's a little bit of pressure in his face here, and he just misses that throw.